Today, we're diving into a comprehensive comparison between the brand new Sony Bravia Theatre Bar 6 and the Sonos Beam Gen 2. The Theatre Bar 6 is Sony's latest Dolby Atmos soundbar, complete with a separate subwoofer and upward-firing drivers for immersive sound. On the other hand, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 has long held its spot as a top-tier mid-range soundbar known for its refined audio, smart features, and room calibration tech. But the big question is, which one is best for your needs and style? Well, let's dive into a detailed comparison of these two soundbars and see which one is the right choice for you. And if you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving it a like and subscribing. Starting off with the design and setup, there's more than meets the eye with these two. The Sonos Beam Gen 2 sticks to a compact and sleek profile, ideal for tight spaces and minimalist setups. It features touch-sensitive controls on top and no physical remote. Everything's handled through the app or voice control. On the other hand, the Sony Theatre Bar 6 is noticeably larger, with a soundbar that's 30 centimeters wider and an included subwoofer that adds serious bulk. Thankfully, the sub is wireless, giving you flexibility in placement, but it does demand significant floor space. Sony also includes a remote and upward-firing drivers on the bar for that true Atmos punch. Ultimately, this section comes down to your space and preferences. If you prefer compact and simple, then go with Sonos. But if you prefer larger and more cinematic experience, then go with Sony. It's a practical decision, so we're calling this one a draw. In terms of features, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 easily pulls ahead. It supports Dolby Atmos using smart processing for virtual height effects and offers advanced features like TruePlay room calibration, built-in voice assistance, and multi-room audio via Wi-Fi. It also integrates seamlessly with streaming services through AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and the Sonos app. On the other hand, the Sony Theatre Bar 6 also supports Dolby Atmos, but relies on those upward-firing speakers for height. It lacks many of the Beam's smart features and instead offers more basic Bluetooth connectivity for music playback, which feels outdated by comparison. While Sony's setup through the Bravia Connect app is functional, it requires manual tweaks for optimal performance. If you value versatility and smart connectivity, the Beam Gen 2 is clearly the more complete package here. When it comes to sound performance, the competition gets interesting. The Sony Theatre Bar 6, with its 3.1.2 channel layout and dedicated subwoofer, delivers a powerful and room-filling experience. The upward-firing drivers create impressive height effects for Dolby Atmos content, and the bass can genuinely shake your sofa. On the other hand, subtlety isn't its strong suit. Dialogue can sound synthetic, and the bass sometimes overwhelms. In contrast, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 offers a more refined and balanced audio profile. While it lacks real overhead channels, it makes up for it with crisp treble, rich mid-range, and precise spatial detail. The Beam shines with dialogue and music, producing a dynamic, nuanced soundstage. For everyday use and especially for music lovers, the Sonos provides a cleaner, more enjoyable listening experience, even if it doesn't quite match Sony's raw power. If you're after cinematic boom, go with Sony. If clarity and polish are your priority, stick with Sonos. Moving on to the pricing, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 is officially priced at $499 but you can often find it on sale for around $400, or even less if you're lucky. That makes it quite competitive, especially for those who don't want to pay full price. On the other hand, the Sony Bravia Theatre Bar 6 is still fresh on the market, with most retailers sticking to its $650 price tag. Discounts are pretty rare so far, which makes it the pricier option up front. Despite Sony's extra hardware, like the included subwoofer, the Sonos delivers greater value with frequent markdowns and a more affordable regular price. If budget plays a big role in your decision, the Beam Gen 2 definitely holds the upper hand in this round. As for my final verdict, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 is a top-tier soundbar that checks a lot of boxes. It's compact, smart, and packed with features that make it a great long-term investment. It might not blow you away with booming bass or towering Atmos effects, but its balanced sound and superior connectivity make it ideal for most users. On the other hand, the Sony Bravia Theatre Bar 6, which is perfect if you're after a more cinematic experience with more pronounced height effects and thundering bass. Just be prepared for a bit of extra setup and floor space. While both have their strengths, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 edges out as the better all-around soundbar for most people.